Hi, welcome back to the garden. We got rained out yesterday, and that was kind of nice. This is what it looked like this morning. But this afternoon we're going to talk about Labor Day carrots and basil. So I'm just taking this cardboard and I'm cutting it to the size of the container. We're going to want to cover these. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to plant some carrots. These are the ones we saved earlier this year, and we got a whole bunch, and I'm not real concerned about how many seeds I put in here. We'll thin these out, we'll have little carrots, and we'll have carrot tops. One of the things you can make with carrot tops, you can make a nice pesto. So now that we've got our carrots in, let's give this a nice little drink of water. If you remember, the reason we're planting the carrots in a bag is for the nice loose soil. So they're good and mixed in. Now let's just go ahead and make sure we keep that moisture in there by covering it with the cardboard, and let's get the cardboard good and wet. And we can actually flip that up and check underneath there every couple days. Once they start germinating, we want to make sure we get that cardboard off. Well, look at that. When you use the cardboard to germinate your carrots, it really doesn't take very long. But the minute they start sprouting, you remove that cardboard and they're going to come on just fine. Now, going up to the greenhouse from the carrots, let's take a look at our brassica patch that we just planted. Looks like we got choys up. Now, it hasn't been very long since we planted these. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. We're going to take this in a couple pieces. Right here is branching out, and that's a node. It's also branching out right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take it at that first bottom branch. I'm just going to clip that. We're going to pass one branch and come up to here, to the next branch, and clip it right at that little Y. There's another little Y right above it, so I'm going to, that is a node. That is a node, and that's where all the hormones are. So I'm going to pinch both of those leaves off of, I'm going to pinch the Y out and the leaf off of there. So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes up above, and we got 1, 2, 3 nodes down below. And so that's how I'm going to clean these up, and we'll turn this one straggly plant into a whole bunch of plants that'll produce all winter long for us. We'll keep an eye on this and see how long it takes it to root. But these are all rooting really nicely. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. Now our smaller containers will work really well for the small ones that have rooted just from the top 2 nodes. So just like everything else, put a little soil down in the bottom of that. I'm going to go ahead and pinch off a couple of these leaves that are going to get in the way, and that'll be okay. But just kind of center that in there. Just gently backfill with some soil. Now I'm just starting these in these cups, and we'll transfer these into some better containers for the winter. A couple ideas. This is a great housewarming gift, and as the holidays approach, you might be invited to a Thanksgiving dinner, a Christmas party. You know, traditionally people bring some sort of a gift. What better gift than live basil? If you're going to use a cup like this, definitely make sure you have holes in it. I take the scissors and just clip off that corner. That worked really well. So when we're done here, you're going to want to put some kind of saucer underneath. Now look at this one. From where the nodes are, we've got roots all the way up here, and that will work just fine in this container. And make sure those leaves are up out of there. And then your potting soil or your compost, and that's what I'm using here is garden compost. Just backfill a little bit in around there, kind of snug it down as you go. And when we're done, we'll give all these a little drink of water. There you go, basil number 2. Kind of one thing you got to watch out for when you're rooting these is where you put that stem in the water, you got potential of getting roots all the way up that stem. Which is fine, you just have to be prepared for the containers. I got lucky. I think this will fit in this one. We're going to transplant this just as soon as we get a little more established. But I'm also going to use these two big ones. We're going to go ahead and start pruning those pretty darn quick. And that's really all it takes. And we've turned one pruning into 8 little plants. If I get invited to some kind of a soiree, I've got a gift to bring. Before Christmas comes, I'll bet I've potted up a few more of these. And what better Christmas gift can you bring to somebody that has just about everything? A nice basil plant they can put on their kitchen counter, pinch off a few leaves, add to their dinner. You can do this too. And with just a little bit of luck, we've got some female flowers. We might actually get another cucumber or two. And I hope you've been as successful with your Labor Day seedlings as we've been. If you want to learn a little bit about the deep mulch, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. If you want to learn about the living soil, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.